So P1, we're going to start with P1 paper. First question is, find the first three terms in the expansion in ascending powers of x, 1 plus x to the power 5. So 1 plus x to the power 5, if you have to expand it, we're going to use binomial expansion. The technique is this: 1 to the power 5 plus 5c1, the power of 1 will decrease, the power of x will be 1, then 5c2, power of 1 will decrease and power of x will increase. This is not the end of the series, so we write a dot dot dot. 1 to the power 5 calculator gives me 1, 5c1 is equal to 5, 1 to the power 4 is 1, x is x. Next, 5c2 calculator says 5c2 calculator says 10. 1 to the power anything is 1, so I'm going to have here 10x square plus dot dot dot. That's how you get your 1 mark. Next, find the first three terms in the expansion in ascending power of x, 1 minus 2x to the power 6. So 1 minus 2x to the power 6, if you expand this should be equal to 1 to the power 6 plus 6c1, the power of 1 will decrease, the power of 2x will increase, or প্রথমে এখানে 1 থাকবে, plus 6c2, 1 power of 1 will decrease and power of minus 2x will increase to the square. 1 to the power 6 is 1, 6c1 is 6, 1 to the power anything is 1, minus 2 to the power x is twice x. I take the minus in front, so the net sign will be minus. Next, you have a minus 2x whole square, এটা positive হয়ে যাবে, the net sign will be plus. Then we have 6c2, my calculator say that's equal to 15, 1 to the power anything is 1, minus 2 square করলে plus 4, x square is x square. So this can be written as 1 minus 6 into 2, 12x plus 15 into 4, 60x square. That's how you do this question. So we have 1 minus 1 plus x to the power 5 and we have 1 minus 2x to the power 6. Hence find the coefficient of x square in the expansion of 1 plus x to the power 5 multiplied by 1 minus 2x to the power 6. So I have 1 plus x to the power 5 multiplied by 1 minus 2x to the power 6. Since the question mentions the word hence, there has to be some relation with the previous part. 1 plus x to the power 5, 1 plus x, oh sorry, the 5 should be outside the bracket. Yeah. So 1 plus x to the power 5, we have expanded, and this was এটা ছিল 1 plus 5x plus 10x square plus dot 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 dot. 1 minus 2x to the power 6, this was 1 minus 12x plus 60x square plus dot 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 dot. So if I multiply this, 1 should be multiplied with everything, 5x should be multiplied with everything, 10x square should be multiplied with everything. Then it should be a huge task. The question says find the coefficient of x square. So we don't have to multiply everything. What we're going to do here is coefficient of x square. If I ask you to find coefficient of x square, then 1 এর সাথে কি multiply করলে will I get x square? If I multiply 1 with 6, then I'll get x square. And then 5x এর সাথে what should I multiply in order to get an x square? I should multiply what? ভুল হয়ে গেছে এখানে 12x
60 হবে না 6 কেন?
yes হ্যাঁ কোথায় ছিল
স্যার
60
6 কোথা থেকে আসছে? Isn't it 60?
yes sir yes it was 60x square very good thank you very much so this is 1 plus 60 x square plus dot 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 এইখানে হবে তোমার 60 very good 5 should be multiplied by with what to get a x
Minus
square
12x.
minus 12 and then 10x square 10 should be multiplied with what to get a x square should be multiplied
1.
with 1 আর বাকি এখানে যা কিছু আছে এগুলো হচ্ছে কিউবিক টার্ম কোনো কিছুর সাথে মাল্টিপ্লাই করলে ইউ আর নেভার গোইং টু গেট আ x স্কয়ার টার্ম 60 into 1 is 60 minus 5 into 12 that's also 60 plus 10 so 60 minus 60 is 0 plus 10 is 10 so what is the coefficient of x square the coefficient of x square is 10 বুঝতে পারছো স্যার
Yes, sir.
this is how you do question number 1 জোজা ঠিক আছে
Yes, sir.
জোসেফ
जी सर हो जाए
yes now we go to question number 2 by using a suitable substitution solve the equation
सर पेपर 1
hmm? by using a suitable substitution solve the equation question number 2 কে কি পারছো
স্যার এটা কি আমরা করব?
yes yes students কি অবস্থা question number 2 easy question কেউ কি পারছো chat box এ লেখো yes or no okay now
Yes, sir.
okay since this is the first question paper it's time for you to learn so listen and see how I do this problem the question is very easy by using a suitable substitution solve the equation sir 2x minus 3 square এখানে 2x minus 3 square আছে সাবস্টিটিউশনটা হবে let 2x minus 3 is equal to a so now my math is a square minus 4 by a square minus 3 equals to 0 a square এটা হবে a to the power 4 minus 4
ওয়ার্কিংটা কি মেসেঞ্জারে দিব?
হ্যাঁ
Like I'm done with the problem. Should I give you the working in Messenger?
দিতে পারো so a square minus 4 minus 3a square এই হচ্ছে আমার অঙ্ক now a to the power 4 minus 3a square minus 4 equals to 0 a to the power 4 minus 3a square minus 4 equals to 0 Any confusion here? Yes, students, এখন কি করবো বলো? Anyone?
Factorization.
Yes, it is a middle term factorization. We know that a square minus 3a minus 4 এটাকে মিডল টার্ম করা যায়। শুধু এটাকে মিডল টার্ম না, আমি যদি তোমাকে a টু দি পাওয়ার 4 মাইনাস 3 স্কোয়ার মাইনাস এটাও মিডল টার্ম করা যায়। a টু দি পাওয়ার 4 মাইনাস 6 a টু দি পাওয়ার 6 মাইনাস 4 এটাকেও মিডল টার্ম করা যায়। So the technique is the power here, the second term should be half of the power of the first term. Okay? এইভাবে করে করতে হবে। একদম বাকি সব টেকনিক আগের মতো, সেম টেকনিক। So if you do middle term here, 4 into a is 4a minus 4a. So I can take minus 4 plus 1 to make it minus 3. So we have a to the power 4 minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 minus 4 plus 1 a to the power 4 minus দ্বারা। Give me a couple of minutes, তোমরা এটা শেষ করো। Finish it. Yes, you there, students, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, students. Okay. So let's get back to the problem. Took a little longer. I'm very sorry for that, students. Okay, let's do this. So now we have here Joseph, শুনতে পাচ্ছ?
জি স্যার।
Okay. So I can consider 2x minus 3 as a. We'll get a problem, but এটা আরেকটু easier হবে আমি যদি 2x minus a কে a square consider করি তাহলে easier হবে। a দিয়েও করা যাবে, no problem, but a square করলে easier কি? এখন আমার প্রবলেম হচ্ছে a square minus 4 by a minus 3 is equal to 0. না, এখানেও তো a square হবে, yes.
স্যার এ কনসিডার করার পরে পুরা ইকুয়েশনটা এ দিয়ে ডিভাইড মাল্টিপ্লাই করলে হয় না?
এটা এখন করা যায়, এখন a square দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই করলে now we have a square minus 4 minus 3 a square ভুল করছি, বারবার ভুল লিখতেছি।
স্যার এ টু দি পাওয়ার হবে না?
Sorry. It should be a
a
minus
to the power 4
4 by a minus 3 equals to 0. Yeah.
এখন মাল্টিপ্লাই বাই a করলে তো
2 minus 3 এখানে আমার কনসিডারেশন হবে 2 minus জোজা আছো তুমি?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, took a little longer. Okay. 2x minus 3 এই পুরো জিনিসটা হচ্ছে এই হচ্ছে আমার অঙ্ক। এখন এ দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই করলে a square minus 4 minus 3a equals to 0, a square minus 3a minus 4 equals to 0. So a square minus 4a plus a minus 4 equals to 0, a common, a minus 4 plus 1 common, a minus 4 equals to 0. So a equals to 4 and a equals to minus 1. But I know that a equals to 2x minus 3 square. So 2x minus 3 square is equal to 4. And 2x minus 3 square is equal to minus 1. So you can take a 2x minus 3 is equal to square root of minus 1. From here we have no solutions. So আমরা এটা এখানে এইভাবে কেটে দিই। Now here we are going to get 2x minus 3 is equal to square root of 4. Square root of 4 is equal to plus minus 2. Now this is interesting. So এখানে 2 হবে, 2x minus 3 equals to minus 2. আমি একবার equals to 2 নিব, একবার equals to minus 2 নিব। So x is equal to 2 plus 3 divide by 2. X is equal to minus 2 plus 3 divide by 2. So now we have 3 plus 2, 5 by
2.5.
5 by 2, and the other x is 1 by 2. That's how you do this problem. Okay. So we're done with 5 and 4, 9 marks. 9 marks কি পেয়েছি আমরা সবাই? Joseph, Josa, 9 marks ঠিক আছে? Okay, very good. So 9 marks আমরা পেয়ে গেছি। এখন we're going to solve the equation, trigonometry. Joseph, Tasmia, ভালো করে দেখো। So now we have trigonometric problem. Tan theta plus 2 tan theta divided by tan theta minus 2 tan theta, 2 sin theta equals to 3. এটা আমাকে সলভ করতে হবে। How do I solve this problem? Okay.
স্যার অন্য পাশে নিয়ে যেতে হয় না, লাইক
Okay.
এটা মাল্টিপ্লাইড বাই 3।
That's one idea. So Tasmia is saying tan theta plus 2 sin theta is equal to 3 multiplied by tan theta minus 2 sin theta. Okay, that's a good idea. So tan theta এখানে 3 into tan theta হবে 3 tan theta, এই পাশে নিয়ে আসো, তাহলে এটা হবে minus 3 tan theta. 3 into 2 sin theta, এটা হবে 6 sin theta. Do not forget the negative sign. 2 sin theta এই পাশে আসলে minus 2 sin theta. So tan theta minus 3 tan theta is equal to minus 2 tan theta. আর এখান থেকে আসতেছে minus 8 sin theta. জোসেফ ঠিক আছে? জোসেফ আছো?
जी सर जी सर
Now we can cancel out the negatives. এখন tan theta কে আমি লিখতে পারি sin theta by cos theta. Okay, is equal to 8 sin theta. Is equal to 8 sin theta. So now from here this problem will be done in two method. একটা হচ্ছে মেথড 1 আর এখানে হচ্ছে মেথড 2. ভালো করে খেয়াল করবে এই জিনিসটা স্টুডেন্টস. মেথড 1 এ what I'm going to do is multiply করব. 2 sin theta is equal to 8 sin theta cos theta. মাল্টিপ্লাই করব and তারপর সব এই পাশে নিয়ে আসবো. 2 sin theta minus 8 sin theta cos theta is equal to 0. This is method 1. Method 2 তে তুমি দেখো কি করছি. Method 2 তে 2 sin theta এটার নিচে নিয়ে আসবো আমি sin theta আর এই যে এইখানে নিয়ে আসবো আমি cos theta. So sin theta আর cos theta কে আমি পজিশন চেঞ্জ করিয়েছি. তারপর sin theta cancel out. So I have cos theta equals to 2 by 8. So I have cos theta is equal to 1 by 4. এটা হচ্ছে method 2. কাটাকাটি করলাম. আর method 1 এ I'm going to take sin theta common. 2 minus 8 cosine theta is equal to 0. So we have sin theta is equal to 0 and we have 2 minus 8 cos theta is equal to 0. So from here 2 equals to 8 cos theta. Cos theta equals to 2 by 8 which is equal to 1 by 4. Now in method 1 students I have two solution. একটা হচ্ছে sin theta is equal to 0 আর একটা হচ্ছে cos theta equals to 1 by 4. In method 2 I only had one solution. Please understand that this method will give you wrong answer. If you do use this method then you're going to lose 1 mark. একটা মার্ক তুমি লুজ করবে, সো ইউ হ্যাভ টু বি ভেরি কেয়ারফুল হিয়ার. জোজা, তাসমিয়া, জোসেফ বুঝতে পারছো?
Yes,
जी सर
yes.
Okay.
Quadrant deduction আসবে তাই?
Quadrant deduction আমি হিসাব না স্যার. The thing is very simple here. In method 1 I have two solution. একটা হচ্ছে sin theta equals to 0, another one is cos theta equals to 1 over 4. Method 2 তে একটা মাত্র solution. That means method 2 একটা solution eliminate করে ফেলছে. Sin theta equals to 0 তো আসছেই না এখানে. That's why the method 2 is not applicable here. We should use method 1 here. কাটাকাটি চলবে না এখানে. যদি কাটাকাটিতে কোনো আনসার এলিমিনেট হয়ে যায় then it's a problem. Okay Joza, okay Joseph?
Yes.
Okay. So if sin theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to sin inverse 0. So sin inverse 0 my calculator says is equal to 0. Once we are done with this, এখন দেখো কোশ্চেন কি বলে. কোশ্চেন বলে থিটার ভ্যালু হচ্ছে 0 থেকে 180 পর্যন্ত. থিটার ভ্যালু হচ্ছে 0 থেকে 180 ডিগ্রি পর্যন্ত. That means since the range of theta is 0 থেকে 180 পর্যন্ত, that means we have first quadrant and we have second quadrant. We have first quadrant and we have second quadrant in our range. Remember something to recall. This is our first quadrant. This is our second quadrant. This is our third quadrant and this is our fourth quadrant. Remember, in first quadrant all are positive. In the second quadrant only sign is positive. Oh, I did a mistake, major mistake. This should be our third quadrant and this should be our fourth quadrant. In the third quadrant only tan is positive and in the fourth quadrant only cosine is positive. This is for you to remember. And then another thing about this quadrant, that is we have a first quadrant here, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, remember theta is equal to theta, ja ache tai. In the second quadrant, theta is equal to, or
minus theta.
yeah, we can say theta is equal to, let's make it simple. First quadrant theta, second quadrant this is 180 minus theta, third quadrant this is 180 plus theta, and fourth quadrant it is 360 minus theta. First quadrant হচ্ছে 0 থেকে 90 পর্যন্ত. First quadrant is from 0 to 90. আর সেকেন্ড কোয়াড্রেন্ট হচ্ছে 90 থেকে 180 পর্যন্ত. আর থার্ড কোয়াড্রেন্ট হচ্ছে 180 থেকে 270 পর্যন্ত. and fourth quadrant হচ্ছে 270 থেকে 360 পর্যন্ত. Up to 360. Can you follow me, students?
Yes, sir.
So we have first quadrant and second quadrant in our range. Now sin theta is 0. That means 0 is neither positive nor negative. Positive or not, negative or not. If it is neither positive not negative, তাহলে আমি কি করব, আমি পজিটিভ নেগেটিভ সব কোয়াড্রেন্ট কনসিডার করব. যদি পজিটিভ হতো তাহলে শুধু আমি ফার্স্ট আর সেকেন্ড কোয়াড্রেন্ট. যেহেতু এখানে সিন্স উই ডোন্ট হ্যাভ, ইট ইজ নট মেনশন যে সাইন থেটা ইজ 0. 0 মানে হচ্ছে এটা পজিটিভও হতে পারে নেগেটিভও হতে পারে. সো মাঝামাঝি বর্ডারে আছে. সো উই টেক অল দ্য কোয়াড্রেন্টস. ফার্স্ট কোয়াড্রেন্টে থেটা ইজ ইকুয়াল টু এই যে বেসিক একটা অ্যাঙ্গেল 0, and second quadrant theta is equal to 180 minus 0. So here we have 180 degree and here we have 0. So theta value is 0, theta value is 180. Now interesting, students, interesting thing. Theta is greater than 0 and theta is less than 180. আমার এখানে theta equals to 0 আসছে. So দুইটা just outside the range. এখন এত কিছু করার পরে আমি আনসারটা কি করলাম, এখানে কেটে দিলাম. Can you follow what I'm trying to say, students?
Could you repeat?
Yes, sir. What I said here is, look at that given range. The given range is theta is greater than 0. And I got here theta is equal to 0. 0 to ekhane cholbe na, sir. That's why I cancel the answer. Theta is less than 180. Amar ekhane theta is equal to 180 আসছে. 180 থেকে একটু ছোট হলে আনসারটা ভ্যালিড ছিল. So now it's not valid anymore. Can you follow me?
তাহলে তো স্যার কোনো অ্যানসারই
Yes.
পাবো না।
That's not part of your answer. তুমি এখানে কাজ করেছো কিন্তু কেটে দিবে. So it's not part of your answer. এর আনসারে থাকবে না. Tasmia Hussain, the meeting will end in 1 minute. I want you to start a meeting. Send the link in here কি বলে, in the WhatsApp group. না হলে we have to wait 10 minutes. I don't want to wait that 10 minutes. Tasmia Hussain, you start a Zoom meeting right after this meeting ends. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. এখানে cos theta equals to 1 by 4. So here we have theta is equal to cos inverse 1 over 4. Now what does my calculator say? Cos inverse 1 over 4. Anyone? That's equal to 75.5. Theta is equal. So here we have theta is equal to 75.5. And in the question, the given range is theta is 0 to 180. 0 to 180 means we have the first quadrant and the second quadrant. So we have the first and second quadrant. Now this question, the question says cos theta is equal to 1 by 4, meaning cos theta is positive. Now we know that cos theta is positive in the first quadrant, only in the first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant is outside range, first quadrant is inside the range. Second quadrant only sign is positive, so we don't take it. So in our answer, we only consider the first quadrant, not the second quadrant. So in the first quadrant, we have theta is equal to 75.5 degree. In the first quadrant, that's your answer. Now, what is your final answer? Your final answer, theta should be equal to 75.5 degree. And that should be your only answer. No other answers should be here. You have only one answer, and that answer is 75.5 degree. All other answers are invalid. So this is how you solve this problem. Now we go to the next problem. We're done with this trigonometric problem. We'll get the PDF of this, and I'm also recording the class. You'll get a recording of the class also. Can we go for number 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
A line has an equation and a curve has an equation. Find the set of values of k for which the line and curve have two distinct points of intersection. So I have the line here and I have the curve here. They intersect at 2 points. If a line and the curve intersects at two distinct points, therefore please understand, for two distinct points, yes sir, for two distinct, thank you very much Tasmia, very good. For two distinct points, b squared minus 4ac should be greater than 0. Now b square minus 4ac, now we have to decide b square minus 4ac. From where will we get this b, a and c? From the, will I get b, a and c from the first equation? No. From the second equation? No. From the combination of the two equations? Yes. So that's y is equal to y. So we have x square plus kx plus 6 is equal to 3x plus k. Joseph, can you follow me up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. X square plus kx minus 3x plus 6 minus k equals to 0. Please notice that I have taken all the x together and the constants together. Now students, I have two x terms. From here I can take a x common, k minus 3 and plus 6 minus k equals to 0. From here, what is the value of a, Joseph? Should be, a should be equals to
1.
1. What is the value of b?
K minus 2.
And what is the value of c?
6 minus 1.
6 minus?
1.
No,
Sorry,
6
K.
minus k.
Yeah.
So we have a, b, c value. So we can write b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Therefore, k minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into 6 minus k is greater than 0. K minus 3 square, if I expand it, I get k square minus 6k plus 9 minus 4 6 at 24 minus a minus a plus 4k equals to greater than 0. So we have k square minus 2k, 9 minus 24, that's equal to minus 15 greater than 0. 9 minus 24 minus 15 greater than 0. Now this is a quadratic inequality. This is a quadratic inequality. The first step of solving a quadratic inequality is considering it as equal to 0. Can you remember this statement, students?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we do middle term. 15, 3 and 5 is good enough. Minus 5k plus 3k minus 15 is equal to 0. So we have k common, k minus 5 plus 3 common, k minus 5 equals to 0. So k minus 5, k plus 3 is equal to 0. This is k equals to 5 and k equals to minus 3. K equals to 5 and k equals to minus 3. We were solving a quadratic inequality. The answers cannot be given in equal sign. So now what do? Now we draw a graph. We sketch a graph. K equals to 5 and k equals to minus 3. K square coefficient is positive, so this should be a smile face. This should be a smile face like this. The question says the whole function is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means above x-axis. So this is above x-axis. Now students, here, don't go below the x-axis. Above the x-axis, what is happening to the value of k? K value is getting less than minus 3. Dakho? From minus 3, it is becoming minus 4, minus 5, here minus 6. The value of k is decreasing. So we are going to write here k is less than minus 3. And here k is getting greater than 5. K is greater than 5. Check this. K value 5 থেকে 6, এখানে 7, k value 8, so on and so forth. So we're going to write here k is greater than 5. Or how can we write this in one line? K is less than minus 3 and k is greater than 5. This can be your final answer. Yes, anyone wants to say something? Yes, Joseph. What happened? Who are you talking to?
আমার মাইক অন ছিল।
Are we good up to this? Are we good with this problem, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. The next question is about modulus. Modulus. Okay.
Sir, did
It's
we
gonna
do
be
this chapter?
modulus graph. Okay, that's a good question. I think in the new syllabus there is no modulus graph. That's why it was in the old syllabus 22, 22, 23. There's a new syllabus. So yeah, I don't think we have the modulus graph anymore. However, modulus graph na thakle etake change. We can talk about this question. 4 marks and 2 marks. In the diagram, the graph of y equals to f of x is shown with solid lines. The graph shown with broken line is a transformation of f of x. So from here we go there. Now describe fully the two transformations that have been combined to give this resulting. So the graph goes from here to here. So we understand that there is a translation. Graph take ekটু left এ নেওয়া হয়েছে and right এ নেওয়া হয়েছে. Now with translation, there's something more to this graph, students. Someone has pulled the graph vertically also, isn't it? Someone has vertically pulled the graph also. Horizontally, it's okay. From this point to this point, 2 units. Check this, from this point to this point, 2 units. Horizontally, the graph is okay. Vertically, someone has stretched it. And if you check it, the vertical part was 1 unit. In the transformation, this is 3 unit. So when do we have vertical stretch? Y equals to f of x. When do we have a vertical stretch? When we have y equals to f of x, we go to y equals to 3f of x. That's when we have vertical stretch. That's when we have vertical stretch. Okay, understand, students? We have vertical stretch when we have y equals to 3f of x. And এখানে 3 unit stretch হয়েছে.
Similar to like drawing normal graphs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But here we are supposed to describe it. So we understand that this is a vertical stretch of scale factor 3. Okay. So we have a vertical stretch of scale factor 3. 3 times করা হয়েছে, that's why the scale factor is 3. And someone has pushed it, translated it. Translation টা কি হবে? From this point, which is 0.5, you have moved to 4.5. So we're going to write here, we have a then vertical stretch of scale factor 3. This is step 1. This is the transformation of step 1. Then in step 2, we have another transformation, that is a translation. Someone has pushed it from 0.5 to 4.5, so there's a translation of 4.5 unit, not 4.5, 4 units. And there's a y-axis movement also. So this is how we use translation. 4 2, the graph will be shifted 4 unit and 2 units, and then you stretch it up. Or first you can stretch it and then you can translate it. So step 1, vertical stretch of scale factor 3. Step 2, translation 4 2. You can go the other way around. Can you follow what I'm trying to say, students?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now when we have a translation, how does the equation changes? If you want to change something 4 units to the right, your graph will, your function will change like this, x minus 4. When the change is in, when it is inside the bracket, the change is with x-axis, and the change is opposite. Minus 4 মানে গ্রাফটা plus 4 এ shift হবে. And when you want to change something in the y-axis, এটা তো হইলো, you want to change 2 units, you want to go 2 units up. Yes. When it's outside the bracket, the change is with y-axis and the change is direct. And also remember that we have a vertical stretch of 3 here. So we can put a bracket here. When all this translation is done, bracket na dileo hoy, bracket dileo hoy. Same stuff actually. So we have this. What's wrong here? Oh, wait, students. Yeah, can you see my OneNote now?
জি স্যার। তো এটা কি সিলেবাসে নাই আমাদের এবার?
Transformation is here. Yes, transformation is here. This is in,
তার মানে আমাদের সিলেবাসে?
yes, তোমাদের syllabus-এ আমি একটু দেখিয়েছি এই ট্রান্সফরমেশন গুলো. So I hope you understand what is happening here. State in terms of y, f and x the equation of the graph. So we have already done it. X minus for Josa, can you follow me? F of x minus 4 means graph will be shifted. Josa, can you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. F of x minus 4, then you have a plus 2. All of this will multiply with 3. So that's how the equation. State in terms of y, f and x the equation. We have described the transformation. We have written down the equation here. Okay. That's how you do this problem. Understand, students?
Yes,
Eh,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so far we have learned how many marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have covered 24 marks so far. The paper is usually should be 75 marks paper, and the time should be 1 hour and 50 minutes. So we're going to continue from here in the next class. All right, students? Okay.
নেক্সট ক্লাসটা অনলাইনে না?
Physical হতে পারে, অনলাইনে হতে পারে, I'll let you know. Physical নিলে তোমার বাসায় নিব, Joseph. Okay?
আচ্ছা,
Thank you very much. That's it for today. Bye.
ওকে স্যার।
Hello students, this is a continuation of the solution of question paper of a P1 question paper 9709 syllabus variant 12 February March 2021. We did up to question number 5 in the last class, so we'll continue from question number 6. So the question says, that a curve is such that dy by dx is equal to 6 over, we have a dy by dx function given, and a lies on the curve. So a is a point on the curve. A point is moving along the curve, and at a, the y coordinate is increasing at 3 units per second. So we're going to focus on this part of the question. The question says y coordinate is increasing at 3 units per second. So y coordinate is changing, and it is changing with time because it is increasing at 3 units per second. So we're going to write here dy by dt. This should be change in y divided by time, change in time, and this is equal to 3 units per second. Dy by dt is equal to 3. The question says find the rate of increase at a of the x coordinate of the point. So we need to find the rate of increase at a of the x coordinate. Rate of increase of the x coordinate. When we say rate, it is always related with time. So dx by dt, x is changing with time. We have to find this. How can I find dx by dt from my given information? I have two given information. One is dy over dx and the other one is dy over dt. If I take dy over dx and then multiply this with dy over dt, my answer will be dy squared divided by dx dt. That's not what I want. I can change it a little. I can write it dy by dx. If I change it to dx by dy, and now dy cancels out, I'll be left with a dx by dt. So please understand that to get dx by dt, I need to take the inverse of dy by dx, or we can say the reciprocal of dy by dx. So I have to take dx by dy, and then I multiply this with dy by dt. The dy cancels out. I'm left with dx by dt. I know that dy by dx is equal to 6 over 3x minus 2 cubed. I need dx by dy. Dx by dy will be the reciprocal of this one, which is 3x minus 2 cube in the numerator and 6 in the denominator. So we have 3x minus 2 cubed in the numerator divided by 6 multiplied by dy by dt. So dy by dt should be equal to 3. So the question is find the rate of increase of a of the x coordinate of the point, meaning we have to find dx by dt. Now we have a variable here at x. We have a variable here x. How can we deal with this variable x? So we need a value of x if we want to find dx by dt. The question says find the rate of increase at point A. Now please understand that at point A, x is equal to 1. So at point A, so we can write here at point A, dx by dt is equal to, in place of x, I'm going to write I'm going to replace x with 1. So I have 3 ones are 3, minus 2 is 1, 1 cubed is 1, 1 by 6. So we have 1 by 6 multiplied by 3. In other words, we can write it as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 units per second. This should be your dx by dt, or our dx by dt. Okay, so this is done, the first part. Let's go to the next part. Find the equation of the curve. Okay, finding the equation of the curve. Now the given information dy by dx will help us a lot. The question says dy by dx is equal to 6 over 3x minus 2 cubed, 3x minus 2 cubed. In the numerator we have a 6. Now we have to find the equation of the curve. I want you to recall some things. Recall, if I give you the curve, you can differentiate it and you'll get the gradient function. And if I give you the gradient function, you can integrate it to find the curve. If I give you y, you can differentiate it to find the value of dy by dx. If I give you dy by dx, you can integrate it to find y. Now we have dy by dx. To find y, we are required to integrate this. So we're going to integrate 6 thrice x minus 2 cubed with respect to x. Before starting integration, we're going to simplify it a little. So we're going to write here 3x minus 2 to the power 3 is in the denominator. If I take it in the numerator, the sign of the power changes. Now we can start integration. 3x minus 2, integration will be, the power will be added by 1 and it will be divided by the added power. And whatever you have inside the bracket, 3x minus 2, if you differentiate 3x minus 2, you're going to get a 3. The differential will be multiplied in the denominator. The 6 is a constant, it will remain as it is. And plus the constant c. So we're done with the integration. Now we have to simplify this. 6, 3x minus 2, minus 3 plus 1 should be equal to minus 2. So minus 2 multiplied by 3, that should be equal to minus 6 plus c. Let's do some more simplification. 6 divided by 6 cancel out. We have a minus sign here. 3x minus 2 to the power minus 2 plus c. This is y. Now to find the value of c. How can I find the value of c? Remember, there was a point given on the curve. There was a 1 comma minus 3. Therefore, we're going to use this point a to find c. So at a 1 minus 3, the equation will change. Y will be replaced by a minus 3 and x will be replaced by a 1 and something like this. So you have 3 ones are 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 to the power minus 2, this will be something like this, plus c minus 3. So 1 minus 1 over 25, if we take it on the other side, it will be plus 1 over 25. So this should be the value of c, 1 over 25 minus 3. 1 over 25 minus 3, my calculator says minus 74 over 25. So c is equal to minus 74 over 25. Okay, I think I did a small mistake, so I'm gonna check it. 3 ones are 3. Oh yes, I did a small mistake, students. So this plus 2 should be replaced by a minus 2. If I do that, yeah, I am extremely sorry for that mistake. So 3 ones are 3, minus 2 is 1, 1 to the power minus 2 is 1. minus 1 taken to the other side should be a plus 1. So C is equal to minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. So now we can write the equation as y equals to minus 3 minus 3x minus 2 to the power minus 2 plus C, which is equal to minus 2. Someone may choose it to write it like this, minus 1 over thrice x, excuse me, minus 2 squared minus 2. So that should be your final answer, and that should be the equation of your curve. Okay, so that's how you do question number 6. Okay. Next, we can move on to question number 7. This is a function question. I'll do this question a little late I'll do this question at last. I want to go for question number 8. So question 8, the points A, B, and C are on the circumference of a circle. Find the equation of the circle. So circumference of the circle. So recall the format for equation of the circle. So here we have a circle, and let's say I have a point here. The center is given. Let's say the center is given A comma B, and we have a radius given here. The radius of the circle is given R. Therefore, for this, the equation of the circle should be x minus x coordinate of the center plus y minus y coordinate of the center is equal to r squared. So please try to understand that. This is how we find the equation of a circle. So to find the equation of a circle, we need two things. Remember this. To find the equation of a circle, we need the coordinates of the center, and we also need the length of the radius. We need these two things to find the equation of a circle. So now we know that to find the equation of the circle, we need two things. That is, one is the coordinates of the center and the length of the radius. So how can we find the coordinate of the center? Now in this question says I have a circle and there are 3 points, 1, A, B, and C. 3 points, A, B, and C. All these 3 points are on the circumference of the circle. Now the question is, we have to find the equation of the circle. How can we find the equation of the circle? All right, so look into the coordinates, I think. Let's see if we look into the coordinates, if that helps us. 7 1, 7 9, and 1 9. Okay, let's draw an axis and see if this helps. Okay, so here we have 7 1. Let's say this is 7 1. We have 1 point here, 7 1. Then we have 7 9. Let's say this is 7 9. This is 7 9. This is point A. This is point B. And then we have point C, which is 1 9, 1 comma 9. This is point C. So we have 3 points that are on the circumference. A, B, and C are on the circumference. Now, yeah, that's the interesting thing. Okay, so these 3 points, if I draw a circle using this here, we need to draw this circle in order to understand what is happening here. So I draw a circle here and I make sure that these 3 points lie on the circumference. Now the interesting part is, check this, A, B, and C. Now, if you draw this, this is 90 degree. This has to be 90 degree because BC, we can look at the coordinates and understand that BC is a horizontal line, AB is a vertical line. From the coordinates, we can easily understand. The coordinate of A is 7. The x coordinate of B is also 7. So they must be on the same vertical line. So now we have a very interesting thing from here. Since we have a 90 degree here, please understand that AC must be the diameter. Because from the diameter, we can have an angle in the circumference which is equal to 90 degree only from the diameter. Or the diameter subtends an angle to the circumference which is equal to 90 degree. So we understand that from this, all of this, we deduce that AC is the diameter. So if AC is the diameter, then midpoint of AC is the center. Midpoint of AC is the center of the circle. Now the midpoint of AC should be equal to 7 plus 1 divided by 2 and 1 plus 9 divided by 2. Add the x coordinates, divide by 2. So this is our center C. So the center is 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 9 plus 1 is 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we have the center. Now once we have the center, this is our center, now we can find radius. Radius will be equal to center, let's say, let's call the center X. So AX can be our radius, XC can be our radius, XB can be our radius, anyone. Or AC divided by 2 can also be our radius. Let's say AC. Let's take AC. Let's take the length AC, find the diameter, and then we'll divide it by 2. So AC, length of AC will be equal to x1 minus x2, which is 7 minus 1 square, y1 minus y2, which is 1 minus 9 square. 7 minus 1 is 6, 6 square is 36, 1 minus 9 is minus 8 whole square is a positive 64. So AC is equal to 10. If AC is equal to 10, then radius is going to be equal to AX, which is equal to half of the diameter. So this is 5 units. Once you have the center and you have the radius, so you have 2 checklists here, both of them are done. Now we can write the center equation of the circle. X minus 4 square plus y minus y coordinate of the center, which is 5, is equal to radius square, which is 5 square. You can keep it like this, or you can write this as 25 x minus 4 whole square and y minus 5 whole square. That's how you do this problem. Coordinate geometry problem. This is a circle problem. So we have the radius. We're done up to this, excuse me. Now in the next part is find the equation of the tangent to the circle at B. Find the equation of the tangent to the circle at B. I always prefer to draw the circle. So I have my circle here. This is my point B. So I'm going to draw a tangent line at point B. I'm going to draw a line that is tangent to the circle at point B. So this is my circle is very inaccurate. So I'm going to use some tools to draw the circle. And we have some very handy tools here. That will be good. And also I need a straight line. So yeah. Okay, so we have the tangent line. This point is equal to B. Now the question is we have to find the equation of this tangent line. Let's call this line L1. Okay, let's call this line L1. So we have this. Okay, now in order to find the equation, we need two things again. We need two quantities, two information. That is, first we need the gradient and we need a point. Now B can be that point because the line that we're talking about passes through the point. Now we need the gradient. To find the gradient we need 2 points, but we don't have it. Finding the gradient, you need to recall something. Let's say this is our x, this is our center. If I draw a line from the center to point B, I will get the radius. Now, I want you to recall one thing, that is angle between tangent and radius. Angle between tangent and radius is 90 degrees. Interesting. So this angle is there. So the line that we are talking about is perpendicular to the radius line. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the gradient of xb first. Remember the coordinate of x was 4, 5 and the coordinate of b was 7, 9. 7, 9. And this was 4, 5. So gradient of xb should be equal to 5 minus 9 and 4 minus 7. That should be equal to minus 4 divided by minus 3. 5 minus 9 is 4. 4 minus 7 is 3. So this is 4 by 3. This is the gradient of xb. Now, the gradient of line L1 is not 4 by 3. However, gradient of line L1 multiplied by this 4, 3 should be equal to minus 1 because these two lines are perpendicular. When two lines are perpendicular, their gradient, the product of their gradient is equal to minus 1. So we're going to write here now, gradient of line L1 is equal to minus 1 multiplied by 3 divided by 4. That's equal to minus 3 by 4. So gradient of line L1 is minus 3 by 4. Now we can use the equation of required line, which I have named as L1, should be equal to y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. So please understand that gradient is equal to minus 3 by 4 and x1 y1 this is equal to the point B, which is 7, 9. So we're going to write here y minus 9 is equal to gradient minus 3 by 4 x minus 8 y8 x minus 7. So this gives us y equals to minus 3 by 4x minus plus 3 3s are 21 by 4 minus 9 taken to the other side should be a plus 9. So this is y equals to minus 3 by 4x plus 21 by 4 plus 9. 21 over 4 plus 9 should be equal to 57 by 4. That should be your equation of the tangent line. Alright. Y minus 9 minus 3x by 4 plus 57 by 4. So that's how we do question number, which question is it? Question 8. All right. All right, students. Hello, students. This is a continuation of the solution of a P1 paper 9709 syllabus, variant 12, February, March 21. We did up to question number 8 in the last lecture, but I skipped question number 7, so I'll start with question number 7 now. So question number 7 is a function problem, and the problem says we have a function f of x, we have a function g of x. The question is express f of x in the form x plus a square plus b. Okay, and state the range of f. Okay, so we know that f of x is given as x squared plus 2x plus 3. We just have to write it in a different format. We can complete the square and get into this given format, or you can also do it like this. You can write x plus a whole squared plus b. Let's expand this. X squared plus 2ax plus a squared plus b. And now if you compare with the given function f of x, coefficient of x is 2, the coefficient of x if you compare, here we have coefficient of x 2 and here the coefficient of x is 2a, so we know that a is equal to 2 by 2, 1. The constant term in the f of x function is 3, and the constant term here is a square plus b, so you can write a square plus b. The constant term a square plus b is equal to 3. So here we have b is equal to 3 minus a square, but I know the value of a now. So the function x square plus 2x plus 3, which is our f of x, can be written as x plus 1 whole squared plus 2. So this is by expanding the x plus a square. We can also do the same thing. This is an alternate method. This is method 2. We can go for method 1 also. Completing the square, the technique should be take the coefficient of x divided by 2, whole square it, and then subtract whatever you have here, square of 2 by 2. So this is x plus 1 squared plus 3 minus 1. So x plus 1 squared plus 2. So please notice that we're getting the same thing here. So we're done with expressing the f of x in the given format, and now we are supposed to find the range of f. Now please note that the range of f, range is the possible values of y. Finding the range and domain, there are many techniques, but sketching the graph is one of the best technique. X plus 1 whole square. If I want to sketch this graph, the graph will be shifted minus 1 to the x-axis and 2 units up in the y-axis. So this is where its turning point will be, and this is how the graph will look like. This is how the graph is gonna look like. Now, once you have sketched the graph, you'll see that the minimum value of the graph is 2. The graph cannot go below 2. Therefore, the range of the function will be f of x must be equal or greater than 2. So the graph follows such a path so that the value of y is either equal to 2 or greater than that. So we're done with the range part and we're done with 7a. Now the next part of the question says find an expression for f inverse x. So the original function was y equals to x square plus 2x plus 3. X square plus 2x plus 3. Now, if you want to find the inverse, you have to make x the subject. So that's why part A will help us a lot. In part A, we have completed the square and we have changed the format of this quadratic equation. Now this is very helpful to make x the subject. So from the first line to the second line, we use the solution of part A to go from x square plus 2x plus 3 to x plus 1 whole square plus 2. If I make x the subject here, square taken to the other side, square root minus, we have a x here. So x equals to square root of y minus 2 minus 1. F inverse will be equal to square root of y minus 2 minus 1, except that the y will be replaced by an x. F inverse of x is equal to this. So now we have the inverse function. Yeah. However, there is one thing we have to note, that is, in the question we have a given domain and the domain says that x is equal or less than minus 1. X is equal or less than minus 1. So in the given f of x function, we're only going to have the part that's where x is less than minus 1. Not all of it, but x is less than minus 1. And after we do the inverse here, we square root this. After you square root something, you should get two solutions, that is a positive solution and a negative solution. The positive solution and the negative solution. The question gives a domain, and the domain for the given question is x is equal or less than minus 1. So the positive part is eliminated. This part, we're only going to have this part, only the negative part. The positive part is not in the domain in the function of f of x. The function of f of x is such that x plus 1 whole square plus 2, and we have a given domain here, x is equal or greater than minus 1. So the domain eliminates the positive part, keeps the negative part only. And that's why in my final answer of f inverse x, I'm only going to have the negative part. The positive part is not here. If we include the positive part, then f of x will not have a function, because at that time f of x will be a many to one function, and a many to one function do not has a inverse. Solve the equation g of f of x equals to 13. Next question. So f of x is x square plus 2x plus 3. F of x is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3, and g of x is equal to 2x plus 1. G of x is equal to 2x plus 1. Now the question says solve the equation g of f of x. Now g of f of x should be equal to the g function 2x plus 1. However, in this function the x will be replaced by f of x. So therefore this will be 2x square plus 2x plus 3 bracket close plus 1, and all of these should be equal to 13, as the question says g of f of x will be equal to 13. So I can write 2x square plus 4x plus 6 plus 1 is equal to 13. 2x square plus 4x, 6 plus 1 is 7, minus 13 taken to the other side is minus 13. 7 minus 13 should be minus 6. Divide the whole equation by 2, so that will be x square plus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. X square plus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can use middle term to solve this problem. That will be very much solvable. I did a small mistake again. Minus x, sorry, should be plus, yeah, minus x plus 3x. X common, x minus 1 plus 3 common, x minus 1 equals to 0. X minus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 equals to 0. So we have x equals to 1 and x equals to 3. X equals to 1 and x equals to 3. I'm sorry, it should be x equals to minus 3. So now there's one interesting thing. X equals to 1 should be excluded from our solution. For g of f of x, x equals to 1 should be excluded from our solution, because there is a restriction in the domain of f of x, and the restriction was f of x is less than minus 1. Not f of x, x is less than minus 1. For that condition, this x equals to 1 should be eliminated from your final answer. So that's it for the function problem. X equals to minus 3 should be your one and only solution, no other solution. Let's go to question number 9. For 9, question number 1. Show that the second term is cos theta sine square theta. We have information given. The sum to infinity is given, and this is the first term of the progression. Now from this given information, we know that sum to infinity has a formula, and the formula for sum to infinity is equal to a by 1 minus r, and this should be equal to 1 by cos theta for this problem. Now the question says the first term of the progression is cos theta, so a will be replaced by a cos theta. Now if you make r the subject here, 1 minus r is equal to cos square theta. R taken to the other side, so it's a positive r. Cos square theta should be 1 minus cos square theta. Please understand that 1 minus cos square theta can be also be written, and please recall that 1 minus cos square theta can be written as sine square theta also. So r is equal to sine square theta. Now how does this helps us? R equals to sine square theta. We know that for a geometric series, for a geometric progression, you have ar cube, I'm sorry, ar square AR cube, AR to the power 4 dot. So from here, what is the second term? The second term of this geometric series is AR, and that will be equal to A value koto? A is equal to cos theta and R is equal to sine square theta. R equals to sine square. So cos theta sine square theta, please check that the second term is equal to cos theta sine square theta. This is what we are supposed to show it. Find the sum. Next question. Find the sum of 12 terms where theta is equal to pi by 3, giving your answer correct to 4 significant figures. If theta is equal to 12 terms, find the sum of the first 12 terms. First 12 terms, sum of 12 terms is equal to, what is the formula? A 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. This is your sum of 12 terms. What is your A first term? First term is cos theta 1 minus r. What is your common ratio? Sine square theta divided by r 1 minus r. Okay, একটা ছোট ভুল করেছি 1 minus r to the power n, so 1 minus sine square theta to the power 12 তারপরে theta. Denominator 1 minus r, so this will be 1 minus sine square cos theta. I'm sorry, what did I just wrote? 1 minus sine square theta. Okay. So for sum of any number of terms, we are going to use this formula. A 1 minus r to the power n, r is sine square theta. So 1 minus sine square theta to the power 12, and niche hocche shudhu 1 minus sine square theta. In the next line, I have here cos theta 1 minus sine to the power 24 theta. 1 minus sine to the power 24 theta. And in the denominator, we have a cos square theta. So we can have cos theta 1 minus sine square sine 24 theta. Cos theta 1 minus sine 24 sine to the power 24 theta. Okay, so the theta value to there actually, let's do it then. There is pi by 3, so cos pi by 3 divided by 1 minus sine 24 pi by 3. So my calculator says sine pi by 3 to the power 24, 1 minus answer into cosine pi by 3. pi by 3 sine answer to the power 24, 1 minus answer multiplied by cosine pi by 3. Ah, okay. Cos square, cos plus theta. Okay, I did some mistake, calculation mistake here, so let's not do this. Let's skip all of these things. Let's put the value in the first line. Cosine pi by 3, 1 minus sine to the power 24 pi by 3, 1 minus sine pi by 3 the square. So here we have pi by 3 sine answer to the power 24, 1 minus that multiplied by cosine pi by 3 divide by 1 minus sine pi over 3 bracket close square of this one bracket close. So I'm getting a value called which is equal to 1.93, and that should be the correct answer. 1.937. Once we are done with this, we can go for the next part. The next part is for the case where the progression is arithmetic. The first two terms are again cos theta and cos theta sine square theta respectively. Find the 85th term. So if you want to find the 85th term, T85, that will be A plus 84B. That's how you do it. A plus 84B. Or you can write here A plus n minus 1D. N is the number of terms. In this case it's 85, so 85 minus 1 is 84, so we have A plus 84D. That's your 85th term. Okay, now what is A? A is the first term, which is cos theta. 84, what is D? D is the common difference. How can I find the common difference? I take the second term, cos theta sine square theta, minus the first term, which is cos theta. From here we can take cos theta common, which gives me sine square theta minus 1. Second term minus first term, cos theta multiplied by sine square theta minus 1. We can take a minus common here and write it as 1 minus sine square theta. In that case, 1 minus sine square theta will be equal to cos square theta. And now this is simplified to minus cos cubed theta. Please recall that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. So this is, oh, so we have the common difference now. So let's put it here, multiplied by minus cos theta cubed. So cos theta minus 84 cos cubed theta. Cos theta minus 84 cos cubed theta. The question says theta is equal to pi by 3. So this will be cos pi by 3 minus 84 cosine pi by 3. Whatever you have here, this will be to the power 24. So pi over 3 cosine of this is half 20 to the power 24 multiplied by 84, and we have here 0.5 minus answer. So So I'm going to have 0.499999. A plus n minus 1 b. So we can write here cos pi by 3 is equal to half minus 84. You can never mistake, this should be cubed. Half cubed. So 1 divided by 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 8 1 divided by 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 84 5 minus answer. So your answer should be here equal to minus 10. Do it. You'll find it that the answer here is equal to minus 10. So we have two more questions, question 10 and question 11. So yeah, we'll talk about these two questions in the next class. So that will be it for today. Wait for the last part of the lecture. Thank you very much. Question number 10. Question says the diagram shows a sector ABC which is part of a circle of radius A. The points D and E lie on AB, okay, and AC respectively, and are such that AD equals to AE equals to KA, where K is less than 1. The line DE divides the sector into two regions which are equal in area. So this is one important information, and the information is that the line DE divides the sector into two regions which are equal in area. All right, so these are the information for the case given where angle BAC is equal to 1 by 6 pi radians. Okay, so we have the angle BAC given, we have to find the value of K. Okay, so we can find the value of K. Okay, what we are going to do is we will find the area of the triangle ADE using two different approach, and then we will equate them. First, we can say area of triangle ADE. This is the conventional method, which is half AB sine theta. In this case, this should be half KA multiplied by another KA. Sine theta is the angle, and the angle is given pi by 6 radians. So this is equal to sine, it's in radian mode, so sine pi over 6 in radians, that's equal to half multiplied by another half, which is 1 by 4. So we can write here 1 by 4 k square a square. So this is the area of triangle ADE from a conventional approach. You can also find the area of triangle ADE from a different approach, and that should be half of the sector area, because the question says that the line DE divides the sector into two equal regions. The triangle area of triangle ADE will be equal to half of the sector area, So now we know that the sector area has a formula which is half r square theta. In this case, the radius is a, so half a square theta should be pi by 6. Theta should be pi by 6. So this is 1 by 4 a square pi by 6. Now we have area of the triangle ADE from two different approach, and now we can say these two are equal. So 1 by 4 k squared a squared should be equal to 1 by 4 a squared pi by 6. Now we can cancel out the 1 by 4 a square. So I have k is equal to square root of pi by 6. The question says find k correct to 4 significant figures. So let's take out the calculator and find this value. Square pi over 6, square root of this thing should be equal to 0.7. So in 4 significant figures, 0.7236, that should be the value of k in 4 SF, 4 significant figures. Yeah, that should do. So we have the value of k. Now we go to the next part. Now the next part of the question says, for the general case in which angle BAC is equal to theta radians, this time we cannot consider the angle as pi by 6. This time the angle is theta radians. Find the set of possible values of k. Okay. So what can we do now? Once again, we're going to use the same formula. The sector area, this time we can say the sector area can be written as 2 times area of triangle ADC. This is your sector area, isn't it? ADC, yeah. Sorry, it should be ADE. And they should be equal to the sector area. The area of the triangle should be half AB sine theta. That should be half KA multiplied by another KA sine theta. And remember that we have a 2 here. This should be equal to the sector area. The sector area has a formula of half r squared theta. The radius is a square and we have a theta here. All right. It is also given that theta by sine theta is greater than. Okay, we'll go into that part later on. So 2 and 2 we can cancel them. We're going to have a k square a square, so we can cancel the a square, so we'll be left with k square sine theta is equal to half theta. K square sine theta is equal to half theta. Now this is a tricky part. The question says theta by sine theta is greater than 1. We can write here theta by sine theta is equal to 2k square. Now there's a given condition, it says theta by sine theta is greater than 1. In other words, 2k square should be greater than 1. If 2k square is greater than 1, I'm going to find a value of k here, so k square will be greater than half. So if k square is greater than half, so this is a quadratic inequality. We're going to solve it using considering that k square is equal to half. K will be equal to square root of half. Therefore, k will be equal to square root of half. We should have a plus minus here. Or k equals to minus square root of half. Now let's sketch a graph real quick. Here we have square root of half, and here we have negative square root of half. We're going to see a parabola here, smile face, because the coefficient of k square is positive. If I take the half on the other side, this will be k square minus half is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means above the x-axis. So we have here the solution. The solution is k is greater than square root of half, or k is less than minus square root of half. Now we go to the question. The question says that k is greater than 1. Sorry, k is less than 1. So if k is less than 1, then this answer is invalid. From the given condition in the question, in the first line, first part of the question says k is less than 1. Here we have k is greater than square root of half. Okay. And to think about it a little, since the question says k is less than 1, so k can be greater than square root of half, but not all the way. So we can say k is greater than square root of half, but it should be less than 1 because of another condition. And k is, shouldn't be or, but I should and k is, there's no condition, there's no restriction. So that's how the answer should look like. So we have something like this. Yeah, looks like it. So there is one more thing that we have to understand, we have to consider, that is k is less than minus half. This cannot be possible. This is also invalid. This whole thing is invalid because k is a constant multiplied with a radius. If k is negative, then the radius will be negative. A radius cannot be negative, it's a magnitude, and that is why this part is cancelled. This part of the solution is not appropriate. So your final answer should be k is equal or greater than square root of half. No, sorry, k is just greater than square root of half and it is less than 1. So that should be your final answer, and this should give you the full marks. And let's go to question number 11, which is an integration and differentiation problem. It's a rather easy problem. The question says we have a graph here. The equation is given. The x coordinate of a, we understand that at a, y is equal to 0. So we can write 9 x to the power minus half minus 4 x to the power minus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. So x to the power minus half minus, okay, we can do it like this. We can write it as let's take x to the power minus half common. If I take x to the power minus half common, no, let's not. We take 9 on the other side. 0 divided by 9 is 0, so we have x to the power minus half is equal to, if I take minus 4x to the power minus, on the other side we're going to have a 4x to the power minus 3 by 2. This can be written as 1 over x to the power half is equal to 4 over x to the power 3 by 2. Now we take the x to the power 3 on the other side. X to the power 3 by 2 divided by x to the power half is equal to 4. X to the power 3 by 2 divided by x to the power half. We can subtract the power. 1.5 minus 0.5, that will be x to the power 1. This should be equal to 4, so we can write x equals to 4. So the coordinate of a should be 4, 0. Just a small revision, x to the power 3 by 2 divide by x to the power half. We can write it as x to the power 3 by 2 minus half. This will be x to the power 1. So now I hope you understand how we get x to the power 1. That should be the only answer here. Done with A, x equals to 4. Now the next question is find the equation of the tangent to the curve at A. To find the equation, I need the gradient and I need a point. The point is already there, 4, 0. Now I need the gradient. So to find the gradient, we're going to start with the function y equals to 9 x to the power minus half minus 4 x to the power minus 3 by 2. To find the gradient, we need to do differentiation. So dy by dx should be equal to x to the power minus half. If I differentiate this, okay, because before differentiating, let's do a small simplification that will make things easier for us. 9x to the power minus half minus 9 4s are 36 x to the power minus 3 by 2. Now let's start the differentiation. Dy by dx, that should be equal to minus half multiplied by 9 x to the power minus half, subtract 1, we're going to have minus 3 by 2 minus 36. We have the power will be multiplied as a coefficient. The power will decrease by 1, so we're going to have minus 5 by 2. I need more simplification. Minus 9 by 2 x to the power minus 3 by 2 minus plus 36 divided by 2 is 18 times 3 is 54 x to the power minus 5 by 2. So this is your dy by dx. Now at a specific point A, my dy by dx, at A the value of x is equal to 4, so I'm going to replace x with a 4. Do not forget the negative power. 54, 4 to the power minus 5 over 2. And let's put this into calculator and see what we get. 4 to the power minus 3 over 2. 4 to the power multiplied by 9 over 2. So we're going to get a minus 9 over 16 here. Let's do it. Don't have space here. So we have here dy by dx should be equal to, we're going to have a minus 9 over 16. Let's do this part also. 4 to the power minus 5 over 2 multiplied by 54. So that's 27 by 16. 27 by 16. So 27 by 16 minus 9 over 16. My calculator says 9 over 8 dy by dx. So the dy by dx is 9 over 8. Now we need to find the equation of the tangent line. The equation of tangent should be equal to y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. We're going to use the point A, which is 4 0. So y minus 0 equals to the gradient 9 by 8 x minus 4. This is y equals to 9 over 8x minus 9 4s 36. Or you can just write 9 over 2. 9 over 8x minus 9 over 2. That should be your answer. 9 over 8x minus equation of the tangent. Yeah, so we're done with this. Let's go to the next part. Find the x-coordinate of the maximum point of the curve. Now at maximum point, we know that dy over dx is equal to 0. I have the dy by dx function, which was minus 9 over 2 x to the power minus 3 by 2 plus 54 x to the power minus 5 over 2. All of this should be equal to 0 because the turning point dy by dx is equal to 0. This gives us minus 9 over 2. Let's write it as x to the power 3 by 2 in the denominator is equal to minus 54. Let's take the x to the power 5 by 2 in the denominator. The negative power becomes positive. So once we are done with this, we can cancel the negatives, and x to the power 5 by 2 divided by x to the power 3 by 2 is equal to 54 multiplied by a 2 divided by a 9. X to the power 5 by 2 divided by x to the power 3 by 2. We can subtract the power. We're going to have x to the power 1. 54 by 9. I know that's equal to 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So x equals to 12. So the x coordinate of the maximum point is 12. At x equals to 12, we're going to have a maximum point. Okay, so we're done with this part also. Now we're left with one thing, that is find the area of the region bounded by the curve, the x-axis, and the line x equals to 9. So we have the curve, the x-axis, and the lines. Let's say we have a line here, x equals to 9. This is our x equals to 9 line, and this is our curve, x-axis. Okay, we need to find this area. In order to find this area, let's do one thing. Let's do one small thing. So let's say x equals to 9 here. So we want to find this area. To find the area, this area, we need to integration of the curve, and the curve equation of the curve is 9x to the power minus half minus 36x to the power minus 3 by 2. So this is the equation. Yeah, this should be integrated in terms of x, and the limit should be 9 to the upper limit should be 9, and the lower limit should be the x coordinate of a. So you're going to write a 4 here, and now we can solve it. Let's integrate this. 9x to the power minus half plus 1 divided by minus half plus 1 minus 36 x to the power minus 3 by 2 plus 1 divided by minus 3 by 2 plus 1. We have plus c here. We are finding area, so we don't need the constant c here. Rather, we're going to put a limit here. The limit should be 9 to 4 because this is definite integral. 1 minus half is half. 9 divided by half, that should be equal to 18. 1 minus half is equal to half. Minus 3 by 2 plus 1, that should be minus half. Minus 3 over 2 plus 1 is minus half. 36 divided by minus half. We have a negative here, so that will be a positive. 36 divided by half will be 72 x to the power minus 3 by 2 plus 1. That should be minus half. Once again, we put the bracket and the limit. Now 18, replace x with the first limit, or you can say the upper limit. Replace x with the upper limit minus all of this, minus the integral thing. This time x will be replaced by a 4. The x will be replaced by a 4. So 9 to the power half is square root of 9, which is 3. 18 times 3, I know that's 54. 9 to the power minus half, that should be 1 over 3. 9 to the power minus half should be equal to 1 over 3, and multiply this with 72, I get a 24. So this is the first part minus the second part. 4 to the power half should be equal to 2. 18 into 2 should be 36. plus 4 to the power minus half, that should be equals to 1 over 2 multiplied by 72 is 36. So I'm going to write a 36 here. So this is 54 plus 24, that's 78, minus 36 plus 36 is 72. So my calculation says that the area of the shape of the given region, of the required region, is 6 units square. That should be the correct answer, should give you the full marks. That's how you do this question. And we are done with the paper. So this is it for the P1 paper. I hope you find this solution useful. Thank you very much.